Good morning, everybody who is not here. What else is new? That's okay. I managed to make it at 8. Can you believe that? Super proud of myself. And it's super bright in here, of course, because why wouldn't it be? And yeah, so we'll just hang out here for a few minutes. Sorry, I was feeling better for 2 days. Yesterday I felt actually pretty good, but it's come back. I shouldn't say come back. It's not leaving. I'm calling the doctor when this whole thing is over. And the stream is not good. So that would mean, good morning, Lynn. I have to move my computer because this just does not seem to want to work. It's getting old. I got to find I need to get a stand-up desk that goes in the center of the, that's better. Well, you guys get to see my whole entire mess. Maybe if I point it this way, you can see the other entire mess. I don't know. The best. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you today? Seems like the best reception that I get in the garage is right here. Look at my eyes. Holy moly. But we're going to figure it out, and then I'll know that if this is the best, you're okay. Are you still having issues with kids and all of that, Jen? Good morning, Eric. Tell me, you guys. I'm going to look. Yes, that's a much better reception right here, isn't it? The problem is, yeah, I can't help myself. Now I have to find something to sit on because I'm not standing because I don't feel it. Hang on a second. I bought an old, all right, let's see. There we go. Boy, I look like somebody beat the living daylights out of me, is what's going on here. Get that light out of there. There we go. Okay, that could be a little bit better. You can see my old cream separator right above my head. Right there. Okay, that's better. We'll deal with this. And now I know that this is the spot that I need to be at to do my broadcasts from, I guess, or any of my other stuff. Yeah, that looks pretty good on what's going on, Miss Jen? Spill your guts. This is the place for it. Good morning, Susie. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys remember the wagon wheel. I never really showed it, but it was a lamp that I wanted at an estate sale, and they had like $85 on it. And Marie and Justin stayed for the auction, and Marie got it for me for $5. The lamp shade is wrought iron. It's right here by my feet, and pieces keep falling off of it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. The lampshade is wrought iron, and it has all these little pieces in it that were glued in, and the glue is coming, they're falling out of it. And so this is so cool, this resin that they made. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But it's actually the inside piece of wood from where the axle went through of an old wagon wheel. So I got to figure out, I might just, I don't know. But it's sitting right here by my leg, and every time I touch it, a couple more. Can you hear that? They're all different. It's like, well, I don't, and it almost sounds like glass. Like here's, I don't know what's in them, Susie. Like they're all different, each one of them. Somebody had some fun with them. It's really cool. That one, this one almost looks like a skull. Moth. Yeah, they're definitely resin. I don't know. There's pieces of stone in there. It's pieces of rock. You can maybe see it better this way. See them floating in there? That's what it is. I can't hold it up and show you because it's covered in a, this one's really cool. Like here's a bag of them, okay? And then there's more that didn't. Marie told me when I went and picked it up, she goes, every time I look at it, a few more fall out. Look at that one. Anyway. I don't know. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. How far down can I pull this and not look bad? Who is that? Who is that character on the Fat Albert show that had the hat that went all the way down over their head and all you could see was their eyes through it? That's me today. Good morning, Gina. Anyway, yep, you can see it, can't you? Everything. The doctor said that, how did she say it? It's a sinus allergy shiner eyes. Yeah, it looked like somebody went, whoa, whoa, and then did it a few more times. But Mushmouth, is that what his name was? He was one of my favorite characters. That's, well, he probably couldn't. Still feeling a lot of pressure. Yep. My fingers are really cold, so that feels good too. But I actually feel worse this morning than I felt on Saturday. Saturday, I slept for 13 hours. I literally got up and made a pot of coffee. I had a cup of coffee. The kids have been asking for clam chowder for a long time, so I was like, all right, I can suffer through that. So I made clam chowder and cheesy biscuits, and I said, going to bed. That was it. See ya. And I think it was like 7:50 at night when I went to bed, and I woke up at 6:30 in the morning. I don't know, 6:30, no, 7:50. My friend and I went to estate sales. I woke up at 8:30. That's what time it was when I got up. And it's funny too, because I would the pollen count is high, but Saturday and Sunday, it was still fairly nice. It was supposed to start raining on Saturday, which we did get a little bit of rain, not much, just enough to make the concrete wet. And then it's been overcast and cloudy. So, and this morning the fog was so thick you couldn't see more than about 20 feet. So the pollen in the air is not as heavy because it's not floating around, and it's not windy at all today. So I don't know. I'm going to call and get an antibiotic because she did not give me an antibiotic. And I'm sorry, but last year when it got really bad like this, no, I was on antibiotics for 2 weeks, I think. So that's where that sits. And how are you feeling, Gina? This morning? Yeah, mornings are bad. I need to go stand under a super duper hot steam shower for a little bit, but I don't feel the desire to do that. Just put the kitchen faucet. So I was noticing on Instagram, on the gram. I think so too, Janet, and good morning, by the way. If you guys aren't following Antiques from Karen by Janet is Karen's daughter. Most of you in here know that already. But let's see. There's some people watching that aren't commenting, which is normal. Oh, that's good, Gina. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. South, north, east, west. It doesn't have a thing. Anyway, if you guys aren't following Janet's journey with her mom's house, which has now become her house, you should be, because it is there's nothing like her journey that she's doing anywhere, not on reality TV, not on what they like to call reality TV with the hoarder shows, nothing. And most of you know that she popped in last Tuesday, which was awesome. But she also was on with Scotty and Chris on Antiques and Profits last Sunday. Thank you, Jennifer. And it was a great show. But I got to talk to you, Janet. I'll talk to you later. I'm a worrywart. Let's just put that out there. And so there's a few things that I said in the comments, and I know you were reading them, and you repeated some of them, and some of them you didn't. And that doesn't mean that I know you didn't read them, because I know you did, because you're on it like I am. And you're like a sponge. You're soaking everything up, which is awesome. Good morning. How are you? Do you guys know Flippy McFlipperson, otherwise known as Evan, right? Oh man, I'm gonna get smacked. Don't take it personally, because look at my face. I'm lucky I remembered to get don't know why I keep changing your channel name. Evan, yes. Haha. I'm so proud of myself. You've been getting some good hauls. Evan has a YouTube channel as well, and his wife goes with him. But he's pretty active on Instagram too. And I've heard other people who I love very much say that Instagram is not where it's at, and I disagree politely, which is okay, because we don't all agree on a lot of the same things. But Instagram is where it's at for a lot of stuff. There's a lot of people that don't do YouTube, that don't deal with YouTube. They may come over. There's a lot of people that have YouTube channels, don't have strong Instagram channels. Like Matt, Part-Time Pickers, had a YouTube channel for a long time before he got an Instagram channel. And finally, he got an Instagram channel, and I think it took him, he's all of his followers from YouTube. A lot of them were on Instagram, and they went straight to his Instagram. Instagram is a quick way, a really quick way to get somebody's attention and to put a post up and do other things that you can't do with YouTube. So Instagram and YouTube together are a good pairing because you are getting some of the same people, but you're also getting a lot of other people from Instagram. My opinion. Good morning, Carter. Have you received your package yet? I don't think you probably have, because Harry just got his a couple of days ago, and you're yeah, and you gotta it's just YouTube takes a lot of work. Now, mind you, Instagram takes a lot of work too, but it's quick work, right? Like 5-10 minutes for your posts, depending on what you're doing. And not like Instagram or not like YouTube, the amount of effort that you put into, especially if you're editing. I don't do a lot of editing. I didn't even film a video yesterday of my solds because really, so I guess, it's a good pairing of both. I have a Facebook for business, and everything that I do on Instagram, I send over to Facebook for business. I also, when I set my listings live on eBay, I post them to my Facebook for business page, I post them to Twitter, and I put them in my Pinterest. And that will take you instantly from 0 views to sometimes 30 views, depending on what it is that you're selling. That's kind of what I thought, Carter. So if you, and that takes a few more seconds, right? If you have a good internet connection, it only takes a few seconds. If I'm using my, what the heck is this thing called? Let me tell you. It's an S. Hang on, I'm going to spin you guys around. It's the Samsung S Book or something like that. It was the newest, latest, greatest, whatever they had. And it's on my phone plan, so it's LTE. That's what I try to do a lot of my stuff on, because the internet here is not good at all. It's one step up from dial-up. This is about what it's at. So, and I know that Chernock from Chernock's Connection, if you guys go, I know most of you guys know who he is. He's usually on with Eric OBX Picker. He should be on there right now. They're on there for, I think they do like 8 hours. I know, huh, Gina? I think I found the spot. So now I need a green screen so that you guys don't have to see all of this. And we'll be good. It's weird. I'm literally right in between. There's a garage door here and a garage door here, and then there's that little spot. So that's where I'm at. That's where it's going to have to be. Because the last time I used this spot, there were absolutely no problems. And so I'm going to get one of those pneumatic desks that you can raise up, stand at, and sit at. And that will be the spot right here. Right now I have one of those old secretary desks. It's an antique, so you fold it up, but so I have the computer up on top of my keyboard and all of that. And the most important thing, coffee. Yep. So I've noticed, I guess I started, what else is new? A lot of people posting on Instagram, they're either killing it in sales or they're having no sales. I know, huh, Jen? Why go to the expense? And then if they're showing things, depending on what they have in their hands, the green screen like cuts it out and hides it and whatever. I don't look better, Marie, but thanks very much. That makes me feel good. I look at, can you see that little notch right there? I mean, for crying out loud. I should sit back further. Let's see, how much further back can I go? That's it. I'm in the center, in the middle between the doors of the garage, Marie. It's my best reception area. So people are either killing it with sales right now or they're getting none. And it doesn't seem to matter whether they're listing, doing everything that they think they should be doing, and they're just freaking out. And I haven't had, good morning, Greg. I haven't had the best sales, but I'm not going to complain about them. I mean, in 2 days over the weekend, normally, and I'm saying normally because I haven't been listing like I would normally list. I would normally try to list between 10 and 20 items a day. And I've just been getting like 2 or 3. And I've been trying to pull down a couple, and it's just because I'm sick. And I'm trying to pull down a couple and relist. You know, it just matters. So I'm happy with the sales that I'm having, considering the effort that I'm putting in at the moment. But you cannot judge your sales by somebody else's sales. And I'll use Julian Bearded Thrift, who is an awesome guy. And Jennifer, maybe I can ask you to put his link in. He is Kat's co-host. Good morning, Missy D. It's Danica, hashtag 5 in the can. Nice. She's killing it. Woo, woo, woo. So I'm seeing a lot of sellers that sell sporting equipment. Like Julian sells golf clubs, and Evan sells golf club. Evan's been selling golf clubs, and they've both been just killing it, picking up great scores of golf clubs. And Evan, didn't you show some? I hope he's still here listening. Didn't you show some baseball mitts on IG? But I mean, Julian's just been killing it with golf clubs, and he does tools and stuff too. Who is Evan? Evan is Flippy McFlipperson. Greg, yeah, you had around 3. Yeah, you know. So we also have to keep in mind that there are certain things that just sell super right now. It's spring, right? People are getting out there. The weather's getting better. The golfing is getting big and stuff like that. So, you know, don't judge your sales and what your store is doing by somebody else's. Don't judge your pile of stuff that's going out if you take pictures. I take pictures of my stuff that's going out. I very seldom post it. Like I've had Boatman, good morning. $452 go out yesterday, and I had like 9 packages. So, you know, somebody else could have $452 going out, and they have 25 packages. So don't judge your sales and your packages by somebody else's sales and somebody else's packages or stacks, if that makes sense. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you know, and that's all you can do. What did I miss? Location is too big. South Carolina is a golf destination, so I probably find more clubs than most. Probably so, that and Florida. But just even here, right here where I am in the Pacific Northwest, technically my address is Ridgefield because that's what it always was, and the post office deems the addresses. 5 years ago, we had our property moved into the La Center city limits, so technically I live in I am in La Center, but just 2.5 miles up the road is a huge golf course. And then there's one huge one, Club Green Meadows. That's been forever in Vancouver. There's several others, and there's quite a few over in Portland. And then there's another one about 10 miles north of me in Woodland. So there's quite a few around here too. Obviously, we don't have, we get a little more rain and stuff here, but I see guys out there. You can see the one, it's, the heck is it called? They changed the name of it. Tri-Mountain Golf Course. And we used to farm all that land. Side note, where it's at, we used to grow wheat there. Passports and pizza pies. We had pizza pie for dinner last night. Good morning. Thank you. I bought this hat just for this show. I love it. It fits good. It's not too tight. And then sometimes when I wear it, there's a little sewn on patch that just says friends on the back. Sometimes I'll switch it up. Weed. Yep. A lot of growers of that around here too. So anyway, and then how many of us don't cross post, which I should be cross posting. I know. Good morning, Gail. How are you? I'm feeling better. I don't know. I'm just there. I'm going to call the doctor again this morning, maybe get some antibiotics, but I'm surviving. So I guess my point is don't be down on yourself. Don't question what you're doing. Just keep doing it. Keep listing, keep on doing, you'll grow your store that way. And we have pretty much everybody has unlimited listings. As long as you have some form of a store, you have unlimited listings. So, and if your sales are slow and you're continuing to list, maybe now's the time to start cross posting. Right here, this girl. Good morning, Christy. I liked your, Christy always has good coffee posts on, you just got an early sale at the flea. Ooh, can't beat that. I sold a set of Cinderella Pyrex, the stacking bowls, last night for, I think it was I've had them. They were my personal ones. I never used them. They sat up on the top shelf in the kitchen as decoration. And finally I was like, screw this. I had to take them down to wash them because, they get dusty and yucky. And I was like, this is the last time I'm washing you mother suckers. And I washed them. I put them up. I took pictures of them and I listed them and they sold last night. So they're the American, they're the brown and gold and white ones. But they sold and they usually don't sell well. They usually don't get much money for them. I got 70 and some change for them. So I was happy with that because most people don't even get that, but they were in good shape. There wasn't a lot of scuffing and it's hard to do it. Your sister-in-law bought you a can Starbucks double mocha coffee. Ooh. Uh-oh. Watch out. You are very caffeinated. I'm drinking Starbucks French roast. That's my favorite. My favorite is their espresso roast, but they didn't have any when I went to get some, so French roast is a good go-to. I buy the beans and grind them myself. Anyway, so do you guys collect ashtrays to sell? Do you pick ashtrays up? They seem to be coming back. Watch out, Christy is buzzing. She's going to buzz right on through here. For sure. Oh, heavens. So that's what I got. Anybody else got anything that they want to talk about? I mean, I could talk about, you guys know I never shut up. Let's just put that there because nobody needs to say it. It's an inherited problem. I picked up these, I didn't look at them very well, which is okay. This one's going to get thrown away because it's got a nice yucky. And I only say that because I have 3 more. Desert Inn and Country Club. And they're purple. Oh, maybe I won't throw it away. Wow. I don't know if you guys can. They are definitely purple. I don't know if that's going to show. But it shows in the light. Maybe I won't throw that one away. That was weekend before last at that estate sale where the guy owned like 12 restaurants and his wife passed away. And I got this cool, I believe it's to hold sugar packets. This sucker is heavy. Marie, I'll give it to you, Marie. You can sell it down there. I have 4 of them, and 2 of them, one of them is not to my, well, they all have. Okay, here's one that's perfect. That one's got a big chip in it. I have 2 that need to go to the Island of Misfit Toys. This one has just a little tiny chip in it. I'm okay with that. This one fell off its rocking chair. Right there. I guess you could probably see it better right there. I put it over my hat. There you go. But man, that one, these are, oh, those are gorgeous. You hold them up to the light, but most people don't hold this stuff up to the light. They can't handle the light. Yeah. The Desert Inn is no longer around, and it must have been TM, so it's trademarked. Must have been be my guess, a casino. Something like that. Anyway, I have to get golf balls listed because it's the season, right? And I have an 18-gallon tote full of them. And I picked up a few more the other day. And those should be an easy list. So that's my goal today. Dren started school yesterday. He was so excited. I have never seen this kid so excited. He got up yesterday morning. He took a shower. His dad made him bacon and eggs, and he was sitting there eating his breakfast. And he got off his chair and ran down the hall to Emily's room. And he goes, "Emily, are you happy for me? Are you happy for me that I'm going to school today?" And and she's like, "Yeah, Dren, I'm happy for you." And then he's like, "Nanny, are you happy for me that I'm going to school today?" I said, "I am so happy for you, buddy." Oh, thank you. Let's see. Who is that? BSRLLC for the coffee. Thank you very much. You know I need it. Anyway, and so I think Justin just took him to school this morning. So this morning he was up, got up, took a shower, came downstairs. He's all ready to go. And he's got his shirt on that I brought him back from eBay Open 2018. And he was into the whole poop emoji thing. So it's got a whole poop emoji in Las Vegas on it. We'll see how that one goes over. No, he wore it all year last year too. It's getting to the point where it's a little too short for him. That's like his favorite shirt. And did Carlene, oh, there you are. Good morning. Anyway, so he's back to school. Emily starts back to school next week. It takes a little longer. Since Dren was already registered there, I just had to sign a paper to start him back, and it was Friday. They had all of his stuff. I had to fill out a mountain of paperwork yesterday for Emily, plus I have to have her endocrinologist, she's type 1 diabetic, send all the information to the school. They have to get all the stuff from the other school, so she doesn't start till next week, and she's excited too. Got another way of dealing with stress. Shaved my hair all around the sides and at the back by myself. Whatever works for you. I pulled mine all back in a ponytail last year and I cut 8 inches off. You can't even tell. And apparently I missed a few strands, and Justin, my son, told me I look like a dork, but he wouldn't fix it for me. So I have, I don't know, somewhere around in there. Oh, morning again. It's great. He can go back to school. Oh, he was beyond himself when he came home yesterday. It just makes my heart happy. He's so bored. So bored. And we ran into a couple of his friends at the park about a month ago, and I thought he was going to cry. He was so happy to see them. Good morning, David. Let's see, you're 12 hours ahead, so it's evening for you. Afternoon. Yeah, evening for you. You got my sister-in-law to fix all that at the back. I didn't get enough. Yep. My mom will cut her hair, and then she'll call me, and she goes, are you busy? If I come up, can you trim around my ears and get the back of my neck? Mom, go get your hair done. Go spend the money on yourself. Just go get your hair done. Nobody does it right. She just has a pixie cut done. It's not hard to do a pixie cut. That's how she is. And I trim her up, and she goes on her way, and she's happy for however long until she decides to cut it again. Anyway, that's where that is. It's only 8:37, and I feel like we've been here for a while because I've just been rambling on about chatters. Good morning, T. She got some, let's see, are the yard sales? You got some good stuff this weekend too, didn't you, T? You and Danica killed it this weekend. I wish, do you want to come in and chat for a little bit? Anybody? Danica, Tracy, anybody? Help me out here. I normally don't have. Good morning, Chuck. Did I miss you too? Wow. Did I miss you really? And I got to go back up here. That's horrible. Horrible, horrible. Wow. If anybody wants to come in, I will drop the link. Let's see. You just poured your first cup of coffee. I'm still working through mine too, Tracy. Don't feel so bad. Or if anybody feels like they want to chat, you don't have to have your camera on. You can do the little picture in the screen. Whatever makes you feel good. If you don't want to come in, that's fine too. You did pretty good. That's what I thought. I kind of I lurked in a lot of chats just listening this weekend, but I didn't join in to most of them. I couldn't look. My eyes hurt so bad. I just listened. And so while I was laying in bed or doing nothing, absolutely nothing, I did get a lot of drafts done, but when your eyes hurt like this and you're looking at a computer screen, it's not copacetic to, it's just not something that you can do. You know, if your back's hurting and you're laying in bed, you can still kind of type a little bit or whatever, or you're sitting in a recliner or whatever. No, but I'm feeling it here. Well, you guys can see. It's not so bad. Maybe if I do this. Nope, that makes it look worse. Good morning, Justin. Oh, Tracy, by the way, Susie is a moron. I'm just reading it in the correct way. When you wrote, I'm listing from bed, it reads as I'm listing my bed. Thought you were listing that new one. We need a video of Tracy and Tommy on a bed under the sea singing the song Bobble Along from the Disney movie. That's hilarious. What are you up to, Justin? What are you flipping today? She's going to list the guest bed. Get it out of there. If you don't have a guest bedroom, you can't have any guests. That's what I say. Yep. I am. Did you guys see the other night? Let's do this. I am proud of myself. See this shelf behind me? It's actually 2 shelves. I got them for free. I brought them in and I have all my media. So all of my games, media, and then old magazines down on the bottom. I connected them together at the top, and then look at that. It's Furby Hell. Furby Hell. Those are getting listed this week. I did do that this weekend. So I could do stuff like that because I could have my sunglasses on and be out here in the garage and move stuff around. This vest, I just bought it brand new for myself at Christmas time at the farm store, Wilco. So you probably have Tractor Supply down there. Yep. See that? Is that close enough? Yep. It's probably new, would be my guess, Tracy, because oops. I just bought it. I bought it brand new. Brand new. Can you believe it? Because it's my collar. I'm moving everything around here. Oh my God. Well, it really isn't going to matter, especially if you got a good deal on it, because Carhartt just sells like crazy. But you could distress it and make it look old. But they're that's a nightmare waiting to happen, Susie. Good morning, Katie. It is a nightmare waiting to happen. I have a feeling that they're all going to work because they were in plastic totes. I don't think they ever saw the light of day. There's one of them that I need to take in the house and clean a spot on the fur. I shouldn't say they all saw the light of day. She got some of them I bought them all at the same place. She got some of them at the Goodwill because there are some Goodwill stickers on some of them. But there's 2 of them that I know for a fact that are worth a lot of money. This frog one, that's what they call it. See the yellow eyelashes? Look at some of the solds on it are outrageous. And then this guy right here, if he is a Imperial limited edition, and if he's Tiger Electronics. I have 2 of him, but the other one doesn't have the hat on him. So actually I have quite a few that are worth, from what I did, I have looked most of them up. Mummo computer made a huge fur baby org. Oh, I know, I saw that. That was hilarious because I titled my haul Furbies or something like that, and for a while it was like the 3rd when you typed in Furbies into the YouTube search. It's worth more than that, Greg, if you go into the auctions and look at the auctions and auction them off. You really have to do a lot of research on the Furbies before you list them, because it's kind of like Courtney did a video on the Squishimals and that kind of stuff. No, none of those are none of them are new. They're all used. But this guy right here, because it's a bigger one and it has the feet, and none of them have names. This is a 2005 Hasbro Paw Luckett Furby by Tiger. Surface wash only. So it has the little paws and it does whatever. But I think Emily, I'll have Emily help me. We'll come out here and put batteries in all of them and I didn't want them to sit in a tote, which is where I put them back into after I showed them to everybody, because I don't want to forget about them. So I put them on that shelf there. I'm going to take them down one by one, put batteries in them, list them, and off to the races they'll go. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put any on auction or not. I know that they'll sell faster on auction because they will sell, period. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to get them listed this week, though. I have almost all of the drafts done for the Star Wars cups with the toppers and the Batman cups and all of that. So those are getting done today. And then I'll be back to the living for the most part. Did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? Furby's organ. That thing is hilarious if you watch that guy. Anyway, so that's my goal, to do that. And then I know, being able to forget about all these Furbies, I can forget about lots of stuff, Greg. I know you see this stuff behind me. Not all of this. Let's see, all of this stuff right here is Justin, my son. That's his. This side of this aisle, except for a few things up there, this is all Justin's listed inventory, and he's got a few bins that are empty waiting to be filled. And then you can see my refrigerator way back there, and he's got two of this right here is the best bin to get for hats. If you're listing hats, this is what you want. You can put 2 rows of hats in here. If you have limited space, you can raise your bed up. You can fit these right under your bed. Actually, you can fit 100 hats in here. 50 down each side. I know, because I have 2 full. There's 2 more up there full. Justin's got another one in the house full, and he's got enough hats to fill that one. And then this whole side is all my listed inventory, and they both go back and then they turn and there's more. So it's like an L shape. And this shelf right here has stuff that needs to get listed. Like my whole garage. Not really. All the stuff that's over there, when you guys see me over there, if I'm standing at my listing station doing stuff, all the stuff you see on the shelves behind me normally, that's all listed. And most of the stuff, when you guys see back in that area, most of the stuff that's back there is listed. And then I have, let's see if I can get this right. That's Justin's side. Back here behind me, it goes straight back. You see the fridge, and it goes to the left or the right. I have shelves. Well, shit. Let's just walk back here. All right. This is Justin's side. This is my side. This is everything you see is listed. Listed. So It's all listed. This is where that big giant poo resided that I sold. So this is all, except for underneath there, all of this stuff is listed. 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 This is all my listed inventory, guys. That rack of stuff right there is not listed, but it's all sorted, ready to list. It's all knitting and sewing stuff. That's my dilemma. So, and then Marie's like, show them the rest of it. I can hear you, Marie. This is all not listed. And it is all, a lot of it is Disney. See all of the, see all the board games? All of that stuff is Disney. 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 Yep. And then all the stuff on the shelves that you can't see behind it. So I don't need to go sourcing, and I probably won't go sourcing for the next 2 weeks because I don't need to. And I don't even need to do a haul video for you guys because I have stuff that I haven't showed anybody yet. Good morning, Cameron. So, and then, yes, no, those bins are not from IKEA. They are, see if this one still has a tag on it, Greg. They are, it's easier to do this. I get them at Walmart. It's one of the few bins. All the rest of the bins that I bought brand new. So that's what they are. The Sterilite, I think it's 66 gallons. And the top lifts up. There's a crease in it here. I like these because I don't care if you live in a mansion, if you live in an apartment, where you live, there is vermin, whether they're bugs or whether they're rats or whether they're squirrels. I don't care what it is. There's vermin and there's dust. So I try to keep anything that I can't wipe off, like you saw my pots and pans and some of my glassware. I don't keep those in bins because the chances of them getting broken is just, she says that every week. That's it, Marie. You're in so much trouble. Anyway, so that's a 66-gallon tote, and it's from, make sure when you go to get them, they have 2 different sizes that you put the lid on, and make sure you get the right lid because I made that mistake once. And you cannot buy the lids separately, right? But all of the other clear totes that you see, I have a pile of them right here. I went to IKEA. These are 12-gallon totes, this size right here. And then, so I actually have these shelves set up for the IKEA totes. So that size right there is an 18-gallon. That size right there fits the 12-gallon. And then this size right here fits that, but also fits the hat box. But also right here, you can put 2 of those hat boxes right on top of each other. There's enough room on the floor to set that down and open it up. And it's just really nice. Check all the corners of the lids. Yep. 50% are broken and cracked. Absolutely. And lots of times, you know, you can't buy the lids. You can on eBay. So here's a hint for you there too. If you have totes and the totes have broken, have cracked, whatever, and the lids are still good, list those lids on eBay. Or lots of times I'll buy totes for a long time. Like you see a lot, I love the Rubbermaid. I know you saw a bunch of them back there. the blue or the green Rubbermaids, the old ones that you can't see through. I loved those because they're thick. The lids fit tight. They click on. I don't even know if you can buy those brand new anymore. Can you? 50 minute, yeah. But you see lots of times either the lids get damaged or the totes get damaged. But you see totes all the time at the bins, at the Goodwill bins, and you see lids. And one or the other is toasted. But I'll tell you what, it means sloppy typing, Greg. Got that? Got it? She's turning herself in. I'm so sick of spell check on my phone that I can't hardly stand it. I mean, can we have that? Can we start a petition to have that removed? I know how to spell words. They're not as good as the old ones. That's kind of what I thought. So I like those for my personal stuff, but I don't like them for my inventory because I like to be able to see inside, especially like I have a bunch of Christmas totes that are clear back there that I need to combine, which I'm really seriously going to need to combine because those of you that know, but you may have forgotten because, we all have our own nightmares. I have a 20 by 40 storage unit. Yeah. I think you can turn it off somehow. Oh, really? Oh, I'm going to check into that. I freaking hate that. Anyway, so probably we'll have a yard sale this summer when we have the citywide yard sale because I don't know. I don't know if I have the patience to do it. I did do it last year. Marie came up and helped me because she is a doll that way. And Marie does yard sales in her backyard, but they got tortured this year. A lot of their covered areas got tortured by the ice and the snow that we had. And they're trying to get that whole fiasco, I was going to say debacle, mess, whatever. I'll let her declare it. So they've been spending time getting that situation under control. I'm going to so totally check that out. Anyway, so, I can't say enough about, and everybody's in a different financial situation than another. So when I started this, I didn't have a ton of clear totes. Disaster. Oh, I wasn't going to go there because you can't be at your yard sale and buy from others at the same time. Well, what I would do, Evan, is let your wife run the yard sale and walk away. Honestly, what I should do is have a yard sale and set it up and price the majority of the stuff and just let Marie and Justin run it, and I should just leave. It is really what. It won't be until they do the citywide yard sale in La Center because they do all the. Anybody that goes to La Center pretty much has to drive by my house. They get off the freeway to go to La Center. There's only one other back road. So I don't even have to advertise or do anything. I just put up a sign. It's great. Divorce is more expensive than the profits I would lose. That's hilarious. I thought that the stuff that you put out at the yard sale is the stuff that you don't want to list, correct? So what's the song say? Let it go. Just let it go. The problem is that I don't really have anything that I don't want to list other than clothes. And it's not that I don't want to list it and that they're not profitable because they're all vintage. I just hate with the purple passion listing clothing. So That's where that is. And I have some gorgeous vintage cottage, whatever you want. I have some gorgeous vintage dresses and clothes and I have men's vintage clothes too. And I need to get them listed. And the reason why I haven't listed a lot of them is because I didn't really have a good area to do it. And then I got a system down, but it's just not working. So that was another reason to get the warehouse, because I can set up a flat lay area to do the clothing. And I borrowed a vintage mannequin from one of my friends, because some of the vintage dresses, the mannequins are too fat for them. No joke. Your husband goes and buys me coffee and comes back a couple hours later with a car full of stuff, if that helps. and let's just get this straight. And Marie comes up here to help me with something and goes back, or we go to an estate sale and comes back with a car so full you couldn't stuff another living thing in it. And then she comes back the next day and we do it all over again. So there. I'm pretty sure Justin's at work, so he's not listening, but he can hear this later. Anyway, it's a sickness. What's that song? I'm down with the sickness. That's a good song. System of a Down with the sickness. I love that song. Coffee and donuts. Got it. Great plan. She is a genius. Anyway, I'll take a coffee and a cranberry orange scone if we're doing orders. Okay, cranberry orange scone. That's, matter of fact, I should make some of those. No, I shouldn't. Trying to stay away from carbs. It's not easy. Anyway, you guys are hilarious. All right, everybody. Get to work. I'm going to call the doctor, get some antibiotics, and then I'm going to start listing some stuff. I got to pick Dren up at school today because we have to go get school supplies for the little guy. He found some electrolyte. I swear to God, let's wait for it. I told him that I would buy him pretty much anything he wanted, groceries wise, snack wise, if he wrote it on the grocery list. And he had to be able to write it so that I could read it. So, so he came out the other night to tell me about this electrolyte drink for kids. It doesn't have any added sugar. Told me exactly what aisle it's on in the grocery store. And I said, did you write it down on the grocery list? And he just looks at me and his eyes go like this. You're already done. All right, Susie. So I told him I would pick him up at school today and we would go shopping and get the things that he needs. He's so excited I'm so happy for him. It doesn't even matter that he's gone. I mean, I miss him. It's quiet. Justin wandered around all day yesterday like he didn't have anything to do, like he couldn't figure it out. I know that feeling so bad. Anyway, what did Greg do? Make sure you check out, yes, new video after. Oh, I will. I'll put that right on, Jen. And then I will. Thank you. Thank you so much, Carlene. You guys all have a great week. Go check out Jen's thing. And then when you're done, pop into Eric OBX Picker and say howdy to the guys over there. It should be Eric, Tim from over the years, Chernock, and sometimes Leroy comes on, but I don't know if Leroy will be on there because he's in Rhode Island right now, but he may pop in. Bye, you guys. Have a great week. Talk to you later.